Welcome to Quantum Online Academy. This is your Dr. Nagaraju Pendem. Today we want to discuss about the general topic. What is the general topic once you have to see? So what is the topic? Whoever got the Nobel Prize in Physics field from India. Till now, up to now, only two people got the Nobel Prize from India. One person is purely living in Indian earth only. One person is born in India, he studied up to degree in India and he went to abroad, he settled in America and then later he got the Nobel Prize. So those people you have to learn today, right? So now you have to see. So what is the thing, who are the people? So two people, one is CV Raman, another one is Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar. Who are those? CV Raman and Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar. CV Raman, when he got the Nobel Prize in 1930. In 1930, he got the Nobel Prize in the field of the Raman effect. So which effect it is? In the field of the Raman effect, he got the Nobel Prize in 1930. So we will discuss now. So now Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar is a excellent scientist, right? He introduced the Chandrasekhar limit, he introduced the black holes, he introduced a white dwarf. So those things he introduced in 1983. In 1983, Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar, he got the Nobel Prize associated with W.A. Fowler, right? So he got a Nobel Prize along with the W.A. Fowler, not individually, but he only got the individual Nobel Prize. Up to the maximum Nobel Prize, 3 people can share the Nobel Prize maximum, right? So which area they will give, so what are the Nobel history, I will introduce now once you have to see. Indian Physics Nobel Prize winners by Dr. Nagaraju Pendem. Now you have to see what is the history of the Nobel Prize. What is the history of the Nobel Prize? Alfred Nobel, after death, whatever the Alfred Nobel earned some money and he deposited in a bank. So from that money, people started the Nobel Prize according to his last will, right? So what is that history we will discuss now, sometime you have to see. Alfred Nobel, 21st October 1833, he born. Where he born? He born in Sweden. He born in Norway or Sweden he born, right? So where he born? Sweden he born. In 10th December 1896, he died in Sweden also. He died. So what is his period? 21st October 1833, 10th December 1896. 10th December 1896. This is the period of Alfred Nobel. What are his parents? His parents, Immanuel Nobel and Carolina Andreit Nobel, is mother. His father is Immanuel Nobel, is a industrialist and is a physicist also. Carolina Andreit Nobel is wife, right? What he invented? He invented the dynamites. He invented the dynamite, which is a explosive material. Which material it is? Explosive material. Stable explosive material. After invention, he got the patent. When he got the patent, 1867 he got the patent, right? So he got so much of money. He invented the industrial companies in Russia, in Sweden, in Paris, in America. He earned so much of money. He did not take the marriage, right? So he earned so much of money. That money he deposited in Norwegian bank. He deposited in that bank, right? He settled so many days. He stayed in Paris only. So according to his contribution, Nobelian material, nobelium, which material it is? Modern atomic table in actinium series, actinium series. In actinium series, this material is there. This is F block material. Which material it one? F block material, right? What is the atomic number? 102 is the atomic number for a nobelium. What is the mass number? 259 is the mass number of the nobelium. According, for honor him, we are giving the name for nobelium. Please remember. When he died, so 1896 he died. Before his death, he wrote one will. What is his will? Once you have to take this one. November 27, 1895. In his last will and testament, he wrote that much of his fortune, means asset. Which one it is? Is asset. Whatever he earned, so those assets was to be used to give the prize those who have done their best of humanity in the field of physics, in the field of chemistry, in the field of physiology or medicine, in the field of literature, in the field of peace. How many fields? 5 fields. So he wrote his will. After his death, when he died, 10th December 1896 he died. San Remo city, he died in Sweden only he died. After his death, so much of mismatch is there. Because if we earn the property, suppose Dhirubhai Ambani earned the property. So who shared that property? Their children, Anil Ambani and Mukesh Ambani shared their property. Suppose now the Mukesh Ambani earned some property. So now their children, Anant Ambani and Anand Ambani shared their property. Their children, Isha Ambani, they shared their property. Now, not like that. He wrote his will. His friend is there. Suppose whenever he is working in Paris, in that time, one lady is there. So what is that lady name? Bertha von Schattner. Bertha von Schattner is a great writer. She wrote nice books. Lay down your arms. This book is very, very popular book, right? This book is very, very popular book. Over the suffering because of the war, suppose last months, Israel and Palestine, Israel and Hamas, there is a war between the Israel and Hamas. So many women, so many people suffering. Over suffering for their rights, she is fighting. She is fighting for their peace, right? That lady, when Alfred Nobel was in Paris, that time, she acted as a secretary, personal secretary for 1 year. After some time, she left from there and she got the marriage and she has children and everyone is there. But after his death, Bertha von Schattner came to the existence. She conveyed his relatives, who are the Alfred Nobel relatives are there. So she conveyed their relatives, she talked them, and then she formed one organization. That organization is a Nobel organization. So later, after 5 years, people are accepted, convinced, and then started the Nobel Prize in 1901. When the Nobel Prize started? 1901. In which field they are starting the Nobel Prize? Once you have to see here. In literature. In literature, they started 1901 only. First one is peace. 1901. Who will give the awardee or selection committee? Selection committee. Which one it is? This is a selection committee. That selection committee is Norwegian Parliament. Norwegian parliament people are many because our Indian parliament 545 people are there. Like that, Norwegian parliament people are many. In that many we are shorting. How many people? 5 committee. 5 committee Norwegian parliament people. So that is shorting to the 5 people. Where we are giving this Norwegian peace prize in Oslo city. Awarding ceremony city is Oslo city. Where it is in Oslo city? Norway. Country is Norway. So now you have to take second one. Which one it is? Second is the literature. When they started? 1901 only. Who will select this literature Nobel Prize? Swedish Literature Academy is there. According to his will only. Alfred Nobel only told who will select this prize from which body. That is the Swedish Literature Academy can select this one. Swedish Literature Academy. Where we will get this prize? In Stockholm city, where it is located in Sweden country. Now the third one you have to take physics. This physics also started in 1901. Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences. Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences select the physics Nobel laureates. In Stockholm only they will present the Nobel Prize. That country is Sweden. In chemistry, that fourth one is the chemistry. Which one it is, Nana? Fourth one is chemistry. In 1901 only they started the Nobel Prize. Who will select? Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences people only will select this Nobel Prize, right? Where we will get this Nobel Prize? Stockholm only. Sweden, that is the country. Now fifth one, physiology or medicine. When they started? 1901. Who will select that physiology or medicine Nobel Prize? Karolinska Medical Institute. Karolinska Medical Institute people will select the medicine Nobel Prize. In Stockholm only they will give. In Sweden country. That country name is Sweden country only. Now once you have to take, this is the sixth one. Sixth one is not started in 1901 because it is not will of the Nobel, Alfred Nobel. In 1968, Severinges Bank. Severinges Bank. Which bank it is? Severinges Bank. This bank is a Norwegian bank. So this bank deposited some amount in favor of Alfred Nobel, right? So the deposited amount, 10% every year, so they will give for the Nobel laureates in the economical sciences, right? So when they started? In 1969 they started. Please remember, economics in 1969 they started. Who select? Royal Swedish Academy of Sciences people only will select this prize and tell to the Severinges Risk Bank. So this bank people will provide that money for economics. So rest of that fields, from the whatever the amount is there, whatever the asset is there, Nobel, Alfred Nobel asset, that asset, from that asset 10% people will get that one. Where they will give? In Stockholm only, Sweden, that is the country. Only one peace prize the same date. When they will give? December 10th. This is the death date of Alfred Nobel. December 10th. Every year December 10th they will conduct the program and they will arrange the ceremony and they will give. Now I am coming. Our Indian people, especially from physics, all the fields Indian people got the Nobel Prize. In all fields Indian people got the Nobel Prize, right? In different areas. Especially physics, 2 people got the Nobel Prize. From those people we have to discuss now. First, CV Raman. CV Raman, Chandrasekhar Venkat Raman, 7th November 87, when he born? 7th November 1888 he born. Where he born? He born in Tamil Nadu. That was in the British India that time. 21st November 1970 he died. When he born, is a most intelligent people in India. One of the most intelligent people in India from Tamil Nadu also. So three special intelligent people are there from Tamil Nadu. One CV Raman and Srinivasa Ramanujan, and other one is Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar also from Tamil Nadu. Right now you have to see here. What are the place of birth? Place of birth is Tiruchirappalli, that is Madras Presidency in British India. British India. In British India, right? Tiruchirappalli. Srinivasa Ramanujan born at Tiruchirappalli when November 7, 1888. November 7, 1888 he born. Who are his parents? His parents' names are Chandrasekhara Ramanathan Iyer and Parvati Ammal. His mother is Parvati Ammal. For this couple, CV Raman born. Now, what is his education? Once you have to see. BA, he got the gold medal from physics. In BA, he got the gold medal, physics gold medal. When he passed gold medal he got, when he passed 1904, which college? Presidency College of Madras under Madras University. Madras University. Which university it is? It is a Madras University. This university is Madras University. Right? He qualified the BA degree. He got the physics a gold medal in BA degree under Madras University. In his MA, 1907, same college, Presidency College of Madras under Madras University, he got MA degree, right? After he got the MA degree, he wrote Indian Financial Services. Which one it is? It is a Indian Financial Services. Indian Financial Services he qualified. How now IAS, IPS, IRS, IFS exams are there. Same like that. He qualified one all over India competition exam. He got the first rank, Indian Financial Services. He selected, when he selected after completion of his MA, 1907, he selected as a Indian Financial Services candidate. He posted it, where he posted? Calcutta. When he posted at Calcutta, but his dream is in the scientific orientation. That's why he cope up with one scientific organization. So that scientific organization, Indian Association of Cultivation Sciences. Which one it is? This is a Indian Association of Cultivation Sciences. Cultivation Sciences. Indian Association of Cultivation Sciences, IACS, that is a research organization. There, as a part-time researcher like that, he is going and doing some research there. When he is as acting as a IFS, right? So after his interest, subsequently he shifted to the Rangoon and he shifted to the Nagpur and again he shifted to the Calcutta. That time he decided, I want to stop this duty, whatever the financial duty is there, auditing duty. That duty is stopped. And then he entered into a Palit Professor of Physics in University of Calcutta in 1914. But up to the MA only he studied. There is no PhD. In those rules was very strict. So they are not allowing to give him as a professor, right? To give him as a professor. That's why in 1914, he got as a Palit Professor of Physics in 1914, University of Calcutta. That time is associated with IACS also. IACS also. In IACS in that time, K.S. Krishnan as a research student along with the CV Raman, he gave one theory to invent Raman effect. That task did K.S. Krishnan only. K.S. Krishnan is a student of CV Raman at IACS, right? So after some time I will teach that one. Now you have to see. Again, after 1932 or 33, up to 1933, he stayed at University of Calcutta and they are not allowing to give him as a professor. That's why he decided to change his research institute. Subsequently, he went to the Tata Institute, that is the director of IAC. That time, this was as a Tata Institute. Tata Institute. So, Tata Institute event. In 1933, he went to the Tata Institute. Director of Tata Institute. Up to 1948, he stayed there. Up to 1948, he stayed there. The director of IIC Bangalore, now located in Bangalore. Then, after his retirement, he started independently one organization. That organization is Director of Raman Research Center. When he started 1948 to 1970, up to his last breath, he was as a Director of Raman Research Center. Now he is located in IIC Bangalore, nearer to subsequent of IIC Bangalore laboratory only. So many people donated the money. So many kings, Mysore king also donated the money to establish this lab, Raman Research Center. This is a just laboratory. Now you have to see. Briefly, I am telling, Sri CV Raman is a very excellent scientist from our India. He invented the Nobel theory, that is the Raman effect. So before going to this Nobel theory, what is his history we discussed. 7th November 1888, he born for the couple of Chandrasekhar Ramanathan Iyer and Parvati Ammal, where Tiruchirappalli, Madras Presidency, that was British India, right? His education is under Madras University only, BA. In BA, he got the physics field gold medal. In 1904, he got the award, BA award. MA, 1907. So after MA, he wrote one Service Commission, Indian Financial Service Commission exam. He got the first rank and he joined Calcutta. After joining the Calcutta, he associated with the Indian Association of Cultivation Sciences. So there a couple of professors encouraged him to along with to cooperate the research. So he did the research. After taking the research, so he decided to come to the teaching side as a physics professor, Polit professor of physics, because he don't have the doctorate degree. So that time, so only they are taking doctorate people only as a professor. That is the problem. That's why he took in 1914, he took a Polit professor. Later he decided up to 33, he stayed there only. And later he entered into the director of IIC Bangalore, 1933. That time, that was the Tata Institute. Subsequently, after retirement, director of RRC, 1948, he became as a director of RRC. Once again, we have to see what are the effect. That is a Raman effect is there. 1930, he got the Nobel Prize. What is his story? What is his discovery? Raman effect, what it tells us. What it tells us means, once you have to see, before the Raman effect, science is a systematized subject. Today, true is there. Tomorrow, it may be false. Right? That is the science. It is a hypothetical ideas. Maybe sometime it is existing, it does not exist also. Tomorrow, it does not exist. How transformed the Raman effect now you have to say. Raman also not from universal entity candidate. He is also born in our Indian city only, walked on our streets only, studied in our universities only. He associated with us only, right? So you won't think as a extraordinary candidate like that. So he's a ordinary candidate, but he may studied nicely, but he associated with, he thought the thinking. What is the thinking? Now you have to see. A. Smeckel, in 1923, he invented one thing. What he invented? Inelastic light scattering was predicted by A. Smeckel. A. Smeckel, the first origin to get the Raman field, right? Over the fail, then only people will get the success. Suppose Michelson-Morley failed, that's why Einstein got the success. That is not Einstein intelligence. That is the Michelson-Morley failure. So that's why he got the success. Once failure goes to the success, the same way, maybe same person will do the success. After some years, another person will take that research and then they will do the success thing. Similar passion, in 1923, A. Smeckel introduced one theory, that is a inelastic light scattering. What is the elastic and what is inelastic? You know the elastic phenomena. Whenever the energy conservation principle is satisfied, so that phenomena is a elastic. If it is energy conservation is not satisfied, that phenomena we call it as a inelastic scattering phenomena. So that inelastic scattering waves was produced by the A. Smeckel in 1923. So this is a scientist. After 1923, after a couple of years, in 1928, unexpected frequency shift from the scattering from quartz. Who are those people? G.S. Landsberg, very, very intelligent people, these people. L. Mandelstam. G.S. Landsberg, L. Mandelstam, these two scientists introduced, whenever you have to take a quartz material, so you have to incident the wave on that. What will happen? A scattered beam should be coming out. So this is the incident wave. So this one is a scattered wave. So this scattered wave, as a shift is there, this is a scattered wave. There is a shift between the scattered wave shift. Unexpected shift, that shift is delta nu. So that unexpected shift was introduced because of the inelastic collision. Who introduced those people? G.S. Landsberg and L. Mandelstam. These two people introduced unexpected scattering shift from a quartz crystal. After 1928, after a couple of days, CV Raman gave the task to K.S. Krishnan. So that time he was a research scholar, IACS. What is IACS? Indian Association of Cultivation of Sciences. Indian Association Cultivation of Sciences. There he was a research scholar, K.S. Krishnan. So CV Raman gave the task to him. He played a significant role. He did the research in the laboratory. He is a student. K.S. Krishnan is a student. That story is a different story. After some time, I will be teach what is the K.S. Krishnan contribution to India. He got the Padma Bhushan also in the same year. He got the Padma Bhushan in 1954 when the CV Raman got the Nobel Prize, Bharat Ratna. So that time he got the Padma Bhushan also. He is a great scientist. He only introduced that field. So the experimentally derived that one. He played a significant in discovery of Raman scattering effect at IACS, Indian Association Cultivation of Sciences. So who is he? He is the first director of NPL, National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi. So that is the CSIR Physics Laboratory. Which one it is? It is a CSIR Physics Laboratory. So which lab it is? CSIR Physics Laboratory. CSIR Physics Laboratory. That lab is Indian National Physical Laboratory, New Delhi. He acted as a director 1947. This is the first director of Indian Physical Laboratory, New Delhi. That is the CSIR Physics Laboratory. We have only one lab. That lab is Indian Physical Laboratory only. Who is the first director? K.S. Krishnan in 1947. Right? So K.S. Krishnan experimentally did the theory and he wrote the theory. So that theory was published. So when he is published, a new radiation, the heading is a new radiation. Which journal? It is a Indian Journal of Physics. In which date they are publishing? They are publishing 1928 November, February 28. 1928 February 28. Who is the author? Author is CV Raman. Author is CV Raman. What is a partiality? Once you have to see. From there onwards, there is a partiality is there. So name also not is there, right? So that paper, a new radiation, that radiation is a Raman radiation, Indian Journal of Physics in 1928 February 28, he published one journal, right? Because of that publication, Nobel team identified in 1930, he got the Nobel Prize. In 1930, he got the Nobel Prize, CV Raman, because of his effect. Which effect that is? Raman effect. So whatever it may be, his student work or his work, whatever it may be, he published Raman effect, that is a new radiation, Indian Journal of Physics. When he got the Nobel Prize in 1954, he got the Nobel Bharat Ratna award. This is the maximum award. Maximum award means supreme award from Indian government. He got the Bharat Ratna in 1954. In the same year, Padma Bhushan got K.S. Krishnan. He is published date February 28 is there now. So that date Indian government is celebrating as a National Science Day as a February 28. So what is his effect once you have to see? So I will explain the effect. So this person is K.S. Krishnan. This person is Sommerfeld. This person is CV Raman. When Kolkata he came to Sommerfeld. So that time only Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar listened his lecture and inspired by Sommerfeld, he became as a scientist later his days. Right now you have to see these scientists. What is his theory? Once I will take his theory. This is a inelastic scattering theory. Suppose if you have to take a liquid or transparent material, if you have to take, which one it is, Nana? It is a liquid or transparent material. Liquid or transparent material. Transparent material, if you have to take. Any transparent material, if you have to take. You have to incident the light. Which one you have to incident? So this light is visible light or UV light. Visible or UV. UV light, ultraviolet light you have to incident. Some portion of part should be scattered in all the directions. So some part is within the same direction it will come. There is no change of the frequency and energy, no change. That line we call it as a Rayleigh line. Rayleigh scattering or Rayleigh line. Lord Rayleigh invented that one. That scattering we call it as a Rayleigh scattering. Here, so delta nu is equal to 0. Delta nu is equal to 0. Such type of scattering is a Rayleigh scattering. Maybe, so which frequency it is incident? Mu naught frequency it is incidenting. Delta nu is equal to 0. Suppose you have to take some portion of part should be scattered. So this is the scattered. Which scattering it is? Once you have to take, the scattering is mu naught minus mu. This is the shift if you have to take. So mu naught minus mu means the frequency, lower frequency shift. So that shift we call it as a Stokes line. Which line it is? Stokes line. Stokes line. This one is a scattered wave. Which wave it is? Scattered beam or scattered wave. So that is a Stokes line. Some frequency, if you have to take the some frequency is a higher frequency, mu naught plus mu, the frequency is higher. That line we call it as a anti-Stokes line. which line it is? Anti-Stokes line, right? So that frequency is a higher frequency is there. So it is also scattered one. Scattered beam. Scattered beam. So there is a shift is there. Which shift it is? Scattering shift is there. Who introduced this one? Lumsberg and Mandelstam. So because of that, that shift we call it as a Raman shift. Raman shift, right? That frequency, this effect we call it as a Raman effect. Which effect it is, Nana? Raman effect. Raman effect. So what is the use of the Raman effect? What is the use of this scattering thing? Why our sky? So which color it is appearing? Once you have to take a sky, you have to take which color it is? A blue color it is appearing. Suppose you have to take a ocean or sea, you have to take which color it is appearing? Blue color. From the large distance you have to see. From large distance. From large distance you have to see, you will get the blue color. What phenomena this is? This is a scattering phenomena. Because of the scattering phenomena, our sky, our ocean can appear as a blue. The scattered light color, suppose you have to incident a white light, whatever it may be, whatever the radiation you have to incident on a liquid or transparent material, some portion of part should be scattered with high frequency, some portion of part should be scattered with low frequency, some portion should be with the same frequency it is coming. That line we call it as a Rayleigh line. So if it is high frequency, that is a anti-Stokes line. If it is a low frequency, Stokes line is there. So there is a frequency shift is there. That frequency shift we call it as a Raman shift. So because this scattered beam, this scattered light will give the wavelength. That wavelength is a blue color wavelength. So that's why this sky can appear as a blue color. This ocean can appear as a blue color. After his discovery, so many experimental things came. So many experiments also came. Suppose you have to take a diamond, whether it may be original diamond or Nakali diamond. So we have to identify because of the Raman spectrometers. So many spectrometers was introduced. So many spectrometers were taking. Nowadays, whether you have to take any ceramic material, graphene material, you have to see. You have to take the Raman spectra. Because of the Raman spectra, you have to identify the structural characteristics of the material, right? So many uses are there from Raman effect. So this is the Raman effect. He got the Nobel Prize in 1930 by the discovery of the Raman effect. Who helped for the co-worker is a K.S. Krishnan. His work completely worked K.S. Krishnan only, but guide got the award. That is the theme. Now you have to take. Now another second scientist from India only. He born in India, not in India. So that is a British India. Once you have to take his 3 citizenships he had. Dr. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar. In 19th October 1910, he born at Lahore. That was located in Pakistan, right? So when he born, that time his parents were lived in Pakistan as a Indian Auditor General. So his father acted as a Indian Auditor General. That's why he posted there in Pakistan. So the Pakistan, that is the British India that time. So that's why he's Indian only. So he born in London 19th October 1910. He died at 21st August 1995. So 1995 he died. He was the nephew of CV Raman, right? His place of birth is Lahore, that is British India. British, which one it is? British India, where he lived, British India. 1910, we won't get the independence that time. That time is a very crucial period that is going to start the Second World War or First World War, like that is World War periods, those periods. So his parents were Chandrasekhara Ramanathan Iyer, Chandrasekhara Ramanathan Iyer and Sita Balakrishnan. So his mother and father. So by mother and father, he born in 19 October 1910. Who born? Dr. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar. He is brilliant. How he brilliant once you have to see. He got the BSc degree, BSc honors in the same college who were studied in CV Raman 1930, Presidency College of Madras. This is the Presidency College of Madras under Madras University. Which university? Madras University. Now also this college is there. Madras University. Under Madras University, so he went and he joined there. Under Madras University, he went and he joined there. Madras University. Which university it is? Madras University. Right? So, Presidency College. He got the BSc honors degree. After BSc honors degree, he got the scholarship from Indian government to go to the abroad. In those days also, Indian government is giving the money, because Ambedkar also went and studied in London, because that time British India is there. That's why British India gave the scholarship. He got the scholarship, right? He went to London. Where he went? He went to London. In University of Cambridge he went. He studied 3 years there. In his first year he worked with R.A. Fowler. He worked with R.A. Fowler in opacities. Opacities means to analyze the sky and galaxies and whatever the stars are there, no? To analyze and to process those fields, we have to use that term, that is opacity area. He did that research along with R.A. Fowler. Where? University of Cambridge. In his second year research, he did along with Max Born. He introduced the wave function, Max Born. So he did the opacities at University of Cambridge in London. In third year, he did the research along with the Niels Bohr, the Institute of Theoretical Physics. The Institute of Theoretical Physics, it is under University of Cambridge only. So later he got the award. Which award he got? He got the PhD award in 1933. He got the PhD award. After he got the PhD award, for postdoctoral fellowship he got. So what is a fellowship in Trinity College? Trinity College in London. This is the popular institute. Who got CV Raman, Srinivasa Ramanujan got the fellowship in the same college. After 16 years, Dr. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar got that fellowship, Trinity College fellowship. That is a very, very powerful fellowship. So many, some intelligent brain people only get this type of fellowship, Trinity College fellowship. He got the fellowship for 1933 for 37. But he won't stay there at University of Cambridge only. In 1935, he was called for a visiting lecture. Our people also, our research students, our professors, our guides went and giving the lecture, a visiting lecture they will give, no? In the conference time. So he was invited by Harvard University, which is located at USA, United States of America. In 1935, he went there and he gave a visiting lecture based on the stars. Next, as a faculty of astrophysics, he joined as a faculty of astrophysics in 1936 at the University of Chicago. University of Chicago, up to his last breath. He establishes the laboratory in University of Chicago. He did the research, he established the observatory also in his University of Chicago only. Up to his last breath also he stayed there only. Subsequently, he became as a full professor. Full professor means nowadays our UGC people are giving the senior professor, associate, you are assistant, like that is there. in abroad, so there is a quarter professor, half professor, full professor, like that is there. So he acted as a full professor in 1943. 1943 at the age of 33. He born in 1910. So at the age of 33, he acted as a full professor at the University of Chicago. So he took the citizen of USA along with wife Lalita. Along his wife Lalita, he got the citizenship of USA. So that's why he is a Indian American theoretical physicist. Dr. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar was Indian American theoretical physicist. Which one? He is a most intelligent Indian American theoretical physicist. Till now also, so many Nobel Prizes are coming in the same area. That area is burning for 1,000 years also. Right? So that is the thing you have to see. Now, when he got the Nobel Prize, 1983. 1983 got the Nobel Prize, along with whom? That is also very, very important. Along with Professor William A. Fowler. William A. Fowler. So his name is William A. Fowler. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar, University of Chicago, USA, for his theoretical studies of the physical processes of importance of the structure and evaluation of the stars. So today's star is there, tomorrow it will be evolved. Today I am young, tomorrow maybe I will be old. The same way, our stars and our planets, our all the universe, Milky Way also changes. How they are changing, their structural changes is observing. The process of the changing, the structural observation did Dr. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar. For his contribution, he got the Nobel Prize. When he got the Nobel Prize, 1983, from Indian American scientist. He born in India, he settled in America, he did the research there only. Our Indian contribution, nothing is there. No paisa also not giving the Indian government to University of Chicago. But even though our Indian people are claiming he is our student, because he is our product. When he is our product, whenever he did the BSc honors, Madras Presidency College, so there he got the knowledge something. So now William A. Fowler is a California Institute of Technology, Pasadena, USA. So there for his theoretical and experimental studies of nuclear reactions of importance in the formation of the chemical elements in the universe. How the evolving sun, how is rising every day, which material is helps, what nuclear reactions are going on around the sun. So those things are is doing the same theory. So Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar and W. Fowler, the same theory along with half of they are sharing the Nobel Prize. When he got the Nobel Prize, 1983 got the Nobel Prize. He is a nephew of CV Raman. That is his brain. Now you have to see what is his work you have to take. Once you have to see, so some brief information I want to give. One more video I will take from Dr. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar black holes theory. Maybe in future I will take one more video and I will upload in YouTube. So you have to listen and enjoy that. What is the star? Once you have to take what is the star? A star is formed from the gases and dust clouds which exist in the galaxies under the influence of the gravity. So there is a condensation which slowly contracts to form a star. What they are telling once you have to take. A star is, so maybe this is a star, right? So which one you have to take? It is a star, nakshatram. So a star is full of which one? Full of gases and dustes. Full of gases plus dust. Full of gases plus dust. So these gases plus dust condensed as a matter. So these gases and dust condensed as a matter, it will become as a star. Who is telling? I am not telling. Dr. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar only tell. According to his That Nobel lecture, from that Nobel lecture only I derived. Whenever in 1983 he gave the Nobel lecture, so that Nobel lecture only as it is I copied there, right? This is not my story. It is a Nobel lecture. What is a star? A star is formed from the gas and dust of clouds, so which exist in the galaxies under the influence of gravity. There is a condensation in which slowly contracts to form a star. In this process, what happens? Energy is released which leads to the heating of the newly formed star. What they are telling? So because of this condensation, because of this gases and dust, they become as a condensation, there is a heat is released. So this heat is influenced this star. This heat is influenced this star. That one is telling. This heat is which is released leads to the heating the newly formed star. Finally, the temperature is high enough to set up the nuclear reactions in the interior of the star. So this star can exist. This star can exist forever and ever. So in interior part, so this heat can act as a high temperature. In the presence of the high temperature, there is a nuclear, which one it is? Nuclear fusion reactions can take place. To help the nuclear fusion reactions, which is helping. So once again, you have to take what is telling. Once you have to see here. So once again, I will explain. Once you have to take how the star is forming. Gases are there. First you have to see here. So maybe this is the star you have to take. So which one is there? So the star consists of gases and dust clouds. So these gases and dust clouds condense. So these condense it. They form as a star. This is the star. Clear? So because of this forming as a star, there is a heat is produced. This heat is giving the high temperature. This high temperature will affect on the star in the interior of the star. So effect of the star in the interior, how it is affect? There is a nuclear fusion reactions can take place. Because the star can exist so many years, means there is a nuclear fusion reactions can exist. That is a W.A. Fowler research. Nuclear fusion reaction, that finally the temperature is high enough to set up the nuclear reactions in the interior of the star. As a result, the hydrogen forming the major part is burned to helium. Hydrogen and helium can form. So this creates a pressure which stops the contraction and stabilizes the star so that it can exist for millions of years. The star can exist because of this hydrogen and helium. So in the galaxy, star can eliminate from million years. Without nuclear fusion, the star can not be explosive, right? When the hydrogen has been consumed, already the story I told, red giant is there. How the red giant can form when the sun can diminishes entire the brightness. So that is also one story is there. That story already I told one a day. So one more video also I will do that one. When the hydrogen has been consumed, other nuclear reactions take over, particularly in the more massive stars, and increasing heavy elements up to iron. What will happen? If it is hydrogen is consuming, after consuming the hydrogen, other elements can predominate. Other elements up to where it will go? Up to the iron it will go. Up to the iron are formed. When the evolution has reached this stage, the star can no longer resist gravity and it undergoes some form of the collapse. So that's why if it is collapse, the star or whatever it may be, Ulka or whatever it may be, some brightness part. That part is consist of the iron. Why it is consist of the iron? Hydrogen is completely consumed. So those other reactions, other elements makes the predominant role. That is dust element. That dust elements makes a form as a iron. So now the under gravity is collapses. Once the galaxy of the gravity is collapses, what will happen? So that star immediately collapses into the earth or whatever another planet also. So that is the thing. So it won't be resisting. What will happen each one? So that is some form collapses. The exact nature of it depends on the mass of the star. In some instances, the collapses takes place the form of explosion whose visible result is the creation of the supernova. How it will come the supernova? Because of collapsation of the star, we call it as a supernova. So which theory it is? It is a Dr. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar theory. So this brings about the brief but extremely intensive flow of the neutrons, which leads to the formation of the very heaviest elements for less heavy stars having the mass of the order of the sun. Suppose if you have to take a less heavy star have the mass order of the mass, the collapses gives rise to so-called white dwarf. That collapses, we call it as a white dwarf. So white dwarf is nothing but a star. So the mass of the white dwarf is 1.44 into mass of the sun. 1.44 into mass of the sun. This limit we call it as a Chandrasekhar limit. Based as his name, his invention, he got the honor Chandrasekhar limit. For the heaviest stars having the mass in excess of 2-3 solars, not only 1.44, so 2 times or 3 times of the solar masses, the forces of gravity become so strong that the matter simply disappears in the form of so-called, that one we call it as a black hole. So what is the black hole? Once again you have to see. Here star is forming. The star is not so many days. So after removing the hydrogen and helium, consuming the hydrogen and helium, other materials predominant. So those materials up to iron it will come. After making the iron, so it can act as a red giant. So this is not under gravity of the galaxy. That's why it is a false, as a collapse. So then this call it as a supernova. Supernova. Right? This supernova, we call it as a white dwarf. White dwarf. So this white dwarf mass 1.44 times of the mass of the sun. 1.44 times of the mass of the sun. Clear? 1.44 of the mass of the sun. This is the less supernova mass. Suppose more masses supernovas also is there. Suppose you have to take more mass. Suppose 3 times of the mass of the sun you have to take, right? Some portion of mass should be disappeared. Suppose this is the 3 times of the sun of the mass. Suddenly some portion of mass should be disappeared. Some portion of mass should be disappeared means here some hole is forming. So that hole, so we call it as a black hole. Black hole. So who introduced the black hole? Dr. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar introduced the black hole. This is not ordinary research. This is extraordinary research. By observatory, we only observe these things. We cannot observe with your human eye. We cannot see with the human eye. This is his great discovery, right? So thank you. Our 2 Indian people got the Nobel Prize till now. One is CV Raman from physics side, and another one is Dr. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar. I introduced the 2 people. What is their theory also I told. So where we are using this theory also I told. This one is completely theoretical physics only. So please subscribe my channel, share to your friends, like these videos we will upload in YouTube daily. So not daily, at least weekly once also we have to upload with the scientific temper, right? So please encourage me and subscribe my YouTube channel My YouTube channel name is, which one it is? That name is Quantum Online Academy. Quantum Online Academy. Quantum Online Academy YouTube channel name. YouTube channel name, right? This channel you have to subscribe and share to your friends and learn the knowledge. This is the sharing of knowledge to universe, right? From India till now, from physics, two important scientists were born in India. They discovered great theories, great, nobody can touch. Maybe CV Raman wrote the Raman theory and published the Raman effect theory. Maybe he gave the theoretical research, but experimentally and financially, so German people introduced so many Raman spectrometers. They are catching the amount based on this thing. So now the Dr. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar introduced the black holes theory, the last physical science Nobel research, and before the physical science Nobel research, and this year physical science Nobel research. So all the research areas you have to see, burning research areas. So from this only, the gravitons and Compton theories and theoretical physics people only got the Nobel Prize nowadays. So that's why you are very eagerly learn about the CV Raman, Dr. Subrahmanyan Chandrasekhar. They contributed many to the universe. Okay. So maybe after the 1983, till now, no one get the Nobel Prize from India in physics field. Please, you have to establish in your mind one burning research areas, and you do the contribution of the research, and you give as a nominee of the Nobel, and you get the Nobel Prize also. Thank you. Thank you for your listening this video.